Every time I speak on World War II games, you can scroll down in the comments and see hundreds of people or more asking, how does this game compare to Hell Let Loose? Or this sounds like a worse Day of Infamy. And they always try to put things into a box and try to compare one game or another. In my most recent gameplay video on Scriptum, I uploaded a montage from a recent livestream where I was consistently dying to artillery strikes and other nonsense. I thought it would make for a funny video, but it turns out there's a section of my community that gets their shit in a knot when it seems like I'm attacking their precious. Truth be told, I think Scriptum is a good game. Just recently, I haven't been in the mood for that style of game that Scriptum is. The large-scale, hardcore, low time to kill, milsim-esque experience that Scriptum and games like Squad offer. I just haven't been playing them. I've just been enjoying playing games like EFT, similar style in terms of the low time to kill and the hardcore aspect, but EFT is a game that allows me to play the way that I want to and not forcing me into an objective area only to be bombarded by mortars. But one question was getting asked a lot in my community and in my comments, and that's just how Scriptum compares to Hell Let Loose. Both of these games on paper are extremely similar. Large-scale, hardcore, team-based World War II infantry gameplay, with large maps to encompass large amount of players. But these two games are very different experiences, and I'm here to give you my thoughts on what makes each game shine and what makes each game fail. This is Hell Let Loose versus Scriptum, and as always, this is an opinionated discussion, as are almost all of my videos, and I understand the absolute craziness that ensues when I talk about your precious insert game here. So feel free to comment down below, but don't be a goddamn loser about it. Everybody is entitled and has an opinion, and I'm just sharing mine. So Hell Let Loose versus Scriptum. First things first, I want to talk about map design because I truly believe that this is where Hell Let Loose fails significantly. The biggest problem that I have with Hell Let Loose is the lack of cover, the abundance of just open fields with only a couple trees in between you and where the enemy is in most cases. The maps I played all have zero flow, and when the game mode is all about controlling larger sectors of the battlefield, this makes it incredibly frustrating to play effectively. And I can already read the comments saying, just get good, Bigfry. Don't suck, Bigfry. But just because you found a way to play within a terrible design doesn't mean that that design is not terrible. A lot of defenses for this comes down to the fact that the developers wanted to make their maps as realistic to the real-life areas as humanly possible, and I can applaud that choice to keep it realistic, but in this case, I don't believe realism equals a good time. Scriptum, on the other hand, has a lot of maps with a fuck ton of cover, trees, moving from one objective to the next makes sense within the game world to me. Both games are absolutely gorgeous in terms of visual design in these worlds, but Scriptum just feels more enjoyable when I play it, mortars excluded. Now, if you've played Squad, you will find that Scriptum feels very familiar in terms of character movement and gunplay. Truth be told, I actually enjoy the feel of running around Hell Let Loose a lot more, and firing weapons feels good, but Scriptum has much better sound design in terms of the weapon and the explosion sounds that are going on all around you. Hell Let Loose sounds more tinny and kind of like someone shooting a snare drum, especially when you're listening to like machine gun fire in the distance, whereas Scriptum has very bassy gun and explosion sounds, and it definitely makes you feel more immersed. I give the gameplay aspect of firing weapons and the gunplay to Hell Let Loose, but overall sound design to Scriptum. Truth be told, one of the biggest differences between these two is that Scriptum is a fully released product, which means if there's something you don't like about a core mechanic in the game, chances are you're going to be stuck with it unless the majority of the player base begins to revolt against the game or start to really be vocal towards the developers. Hell Let Loose is an early access product that is always changing, being developed and updated, so things you like now might change in the future. Everything else about these games are fairly similar. Hell Let Loose is $33 Canadian, whereas Scriptum is sitting at $38. Both games are virtually identical in terms of active player bases, with Scriptum having a 24-hour peak of 2,236 players at the time of recording, compared to Hell Let Loose at 2,187. They're fairly similar in terms of player size. If you're trying to make a decision and happen to stumble across this video, I will start by saying that both of these games scratch an itch that no other World War II shooter can scratch. Large-scale infantry combat, teamwork, and coordination, overall immersive, realistic, tactical gameplay. Either of these two are great choices. If I had a gun to my head and I had to choose, I would most likely tell you to get Hell Let Loose, simply because it's cheaper and there's already a lot of content there to feed you, and the game is absolutely gorgeous. Both of these games go on sale quite a bit, and they usually have free weekends going on to try and build that player base up, so the price being cheaper may not matter depending on when you're watching this video and deciding to try them out. Both of these games can be purchased on my website, which is provided by Chrono, to get you guys the best deals possible, bigfry.chrono.gg. There's also a daily deal there every day, so make sure you guys bookmark the site. But seriously, the topic of this video came up because I saw a lot of people thinking that I was just shitting on Scriptum, when in all fact, I'm just trying to have more fun playing games and uploading gameplays of me dying and getting my ass kicked and just having fun again playing games. A lot of my channel over the years has just been me absolutely shitting on developers, and while that's fun and while I think there's a place for it, I just want to start getting back to playing games. And honestly, I'm going to attribute this whole brand new outlook to playing Call of Duty and having fun and seeing just the absolute cesspool of toxic shit in comment sections and people saying that I'm being paid and shilled and all this fucking bullshit. I just want to play games again. So if anybody takes offense to me uploading a video of me getting my ass kicked in Scriptum and then, you know, in a fit of rage, just raging and saying the game is trash, look, we're gamers. And at the end of the day, even though things piss us off and we get heated and frustrated, I'm sure a lot of you guys can feel the same way when you play games like EFT and you die. It gets frustrating. But at the end of the day, if I'm just in a video like this explicitly telling you that a game is trash or a game is good, just know that it's coming from me. And even though you guys are watching some gameplays of me just having a bad time playing Scriptum or whatever, that doesn't mean the game itself is bad. And it also doesn't mean that even if I don't like a game and I sit here and I tell you I'm not a fan of insert game here, that doesn't mean that you guys can't go and watch some gameplays, look at some reviews, do some research and see maybe Fry doesn't like it, but I might have some fun here and maybe it's worth it to you. One of the biggest questions I always get when I'm playing games on stream or in a YouTube video is this game worth it? Fry, is this game worth it? Should I buy it? At the end of the day, the only thing you can do as a consumer is to educate yourself on what the game is and if you think you would like it, and if what you're seeing on screen is something that you think you'll enjoy. And you should be able to make the decision based off of that. And I'm hoping this video and videos like my last one with EFT from yesterday, where I'm talking, hey, is this game worth it? This is what I think. Is Hell Let Loose and is Scriptum worth it? This is what I think. I think both games are incredible for their own rights. And I think if you guys are looking to try one of them out, you're not going to go wrong with playing either one of these. This is a new style that I'm trying out. I'm trying to do some really high quality editing and get you guys a little bit more, I would say, scripted content in terms of me like writing down my thoughts and then recording them in a calm, concise manner without a whole bunch of rambling. And I want to know what you guys think. If you guys have any other comparisons or any other games you want me to do in this format, please leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys think. I appreciate you guys watching. If you enjoy the video, leave a like on it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Turn the notifications on so you know every time I upload a video. I appreciate you guys so much. My name is Bigfry, and I'll see you on the next one.